everybody, I'm Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. Joining me now is Congressman Ben Cline. Congressman, thank you so much for joining me.
Glad to be with you.
We have an important conversation today. The House voted earlier this week to impeach Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. First, what's your reaction?
Well, it was a long time in coming, and it took one false start before we got this impeachment across the finish line. But we're not done yet because Mr. Mayorkas continues to ignore federal laws regarding border policy, and it's resulting in quite a lot of destruction here in this country. So we need him removed. So we look forward to the Senate trial, and hopefully that will be successful.
I do want to talk about the Senate trial in a little bit. You were selected impeachment manager, but before we do that, I don't need to underscore to you the gravity of this move. This is historic. It's the second impeachment of a cabinet secretary ever, the first one since the 1800s. So you obviously disagree, or you're dissatisfied rather, with Mayorkas' performance, but what qualifies as an impeachable offense here?
Well, when we have laws on the books, when Congress has enacted laws regarding parole, regarding detention, and we have executive branch officials who willfully ignore those laws and, in fact, in contravention of direct orders from judges, refuse to enforce those orders, then we have no choice. We have to take action because the American people are not being protected and our national security is not being protected.
I know you were a practicing attorney before you're a member of Congress, and a handful of your Republican colleagues voted against impeaching Mayorkas. As you know, there were 3 of them. One of them was Congressman Ken Buck, and he said this, quote, "I prosecuted for 25 years. I know what a high crime and misdemeanor are, and I know that this doesn't qualify. This is a policy difference." What's your reaction there? Because a Republican colleague is saying this doesn't meet the bar of a impeachment. Rather, it doesn't meet the bar of an impeachment. It's instead just a policy difference.
Well, I would disagree. I would say that that we have a disagreement about what a high crime or misdemeanor is and what it was when the Constitution was written. Essentially, when you have officials who swear an oath to uphold the Constitution, to enforce the laws of that are passed by Congress and signed into law by the president, then you can't willfully ignore those laws, pick and choose which you're going to enforce and which you don't. If we had a transportation secretary who all of a sudden decided not to enforce our FAA traffic safety laws and planes started colliding and crashing, you would want to remove that individual and start things back on the right track. If you had food safety laws that were being ignored or not enforced, and all of a sudden children started dying because of what they're eating, you would want to correct for that by removing the official who is in charge, who is responsible for that destruction. So what we have are we have fentanyl crossing the border, killing children across the country. We have children being trafficked, sex trafficking, drug trafficking, human trafficking. We have crimes being committed. We have it is remarkable the destruction that an open border causes. We have people on the terrorist watch list coming into the country. So our national security is being endangered. We have to stop it, and the appropriate way to stop it is by removing the official who is encouraging it.